Let's call this evening's meeting to order.
Get it rolling.
This is the regular city council meeting for Tuesday, February 6, 2024. Could I have a roll call, please?
Councilman Bembas.
Here.
Councilman Blair.
Here.
Councilman Carter.
Here.
Councilwoman Davy.
Here.
Mayor Gillis.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Martin.
Here.
Four present.
Now I'd like to make a motion to adjourn. Oh, here.
Make a motion to excuse Kathy Harris due to illness.
I'll support.
Comments, questions, or concerns? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Now we need a moment of silent prayer. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I need a motion to approve this evening's agenda.
So moved.
Second. Comments, questions, or concerns? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We have an agenda. We have no presentations tonight. Anybody up for public comment? No? Nope, no.
Wait, my invisible friend, oh, no, I'm sorry.
Actually, they spoke over, they spoke out of turn, so they can't
Okay,
take it.
okay.
All right, city manager report, Mrs. Gerstenberg.
Thank you, Mayor Gillis. I want to start with announcing that, as you know, that the Flaming Grill Anytime Fitness / Dollar General Plaza has been sold. It is now being managed by JMC Management, who manages 88 other properties in Michigan. As a large property manager, JMC has far-reaching contacts with many retail establishments and is actively seeking new tenants. So the only facility in the plaza not managed by JMC is the CVS, and that owner is out of New York. No one with an existing lease is being evicted. The new management company has already authorized over $80,000 in improvements, not including the parking lot, which they plan to do in the spring. They have authorized repairs to include a new roof, more and better lighting, updating the sign, litter control twice per week, new dumpsters, and the appointment of a site manager that is there every day. They are not turning the mall into a mini storage or storage facility, which has been the rumor on the street. And the new sign will reflect the new name and image of the plaza, and that name is Shops at Riverwalk. So,
Wow,
very nice.
that's awesome.
Very nice.
Not shops at the neck.
Just a reminder about the elementary school. The city owns the school as of December 18th. We are encouraging residents to share their ideas with us through Facebook or email or letter by February 15th, and a summary of the ideas will be presented and discussed at 7 p.m. on March 5th after the regular city council meeting. And also note that 1309 St. Clair River Drive, which is the old Sunoco next to the Dairy Queen, that was purchased on December 18th of 2023 on a land contract. The owner is from Harrison Township, and they are moving forward with an environmental study so he can own the building in the future. So, future plans, we'll let you know when we find out, and that's all, Mayor Gillis.
Anybody have questions for Mrs. Gerstenberg?
No.
Seeing none. Moving on to the consent agenda. The consent agenda consists of the regular city council meeting minutes from January 16, 2024, miscellaneous business to set the budget schedule for fiscal year 2024-2025, and to approve the emergency manhole repair for $2,300. Can I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented. Support.
Comments, questions, or concerns? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We have no unfinished business, so we're moving on to new business. Item 11A is to approve the agreement for St. Clair County provided services and resources for $6,000.
Pardon me, Mayor Gillis, what about the approval of set the budget schedule for fiscal year?
That was in the consent.
Oh, I'm sorry, my apologies.
No problem. St. Clair County Equalization proposed a combined service program for all cities and townships in the county that combines new and previously offered services for one annual fee. Currently all but 5 of the 31 St. Clair County communities, Greenwood Township, Lynn Township, Memphis, Richmond, and Yale, have opted into this new program. The services and resources provided will include aerial imageries twice per year, digital interactive maps, PDF copies of all maps, dashboards, parcel shape files, post MBOR summary reports. This agreement is proposed for 6 years at a cost of $1,000 per year beginning March 1st, 2024. If the city were just to pay for one aerial imagery flight per year, it would be well over $1,000. Could I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the agreement for St. Clair County providing services and resources with St. Clair County Equalization, whose address is 200 Grand River Avenue, Suite 105, Port Huron, for 6 years beginning March 1st, 2024, in the amount of $1,000 per year for a total of $6,000, and authorize the city manager to sign the agreement on behalf of the city.
I'll support.
Comments, questions, or concerns? Seeing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Councilman Bembas,
Yes.
Councilman Blair,
Yes.
Councilman Carter,
Yes.
Councilwoman Davies.
Yes.
Mayor Gillis,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, now we're moving on to item 11B, to approve water plant 2024 GIS licensing and GPS locating service renewal. GPS is a satellite-based radio navigation system owned and operated by the United States government. GIS, Geographic Information System, is a computer-based software tool that uses GPS to display information on maps. We use this system to map the location of city infrastructures like water main valves, water shutoffs, sanitary sewer leads, storm sewer structures, and fire hydrants. Eagle requires the city to use GIS. It is recommended that Algonac renew the GIS license for 2024 with Environmental Systems Research Institute in the amount of $1,320. Additional GPS locating equipment is also needed to maintain Eagle compliance. We have a quote from Seller Gio's Patio in the amount of $1,984.50. This is the proposed purchase from MyDeal. MyDeal is an extended purchase program which allows Michigan local units of government to use state contracts to buy goods and services. Local governments benefit directly from the reduced cost of services and indirectly by eliminating the time needed to process bids. There are over 400 contracts available to MyDeal members. Can I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve Water Plant 2024 GIS licensing renewal with Environmental Systems Research Institute, better known as ESRI, whose address is 380 New York Street in Redlands, California, in the amount of $1,320, and the purchase of GPS locating equipment from seller Geospatial, whose address is 5700 Orellis Road, Suite 500, Lansing, Michigan, 48911, in the amount of $1,984.50 for a combined total of $3,304.50.
Second.
Comments, questions, or concerns? Hearing none, could I have a roll call, please?
Councilman Blair,
Yes.
Councilman Carter,
Yes.
Councilwoman Davies.
Yes.
Mayor Gillis,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Martin,
Yes.
Councilman Bembas.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we're being asked to approve the water plant 2024-2025 commercial cross-connection inspections with HydroCorp. Due to the changes in the state of Michigan Safe Drinking Water Rules, Part 399, the Michigan Department of Environmental Quality requires that all backflow devices be inspected and or tested to ensure they are working properly. Commercial industrial businesses are required to test and be inspected every year. Residential must be inspected every 3 years. The goal is to protect the drinking water system and the city's distribution system from various forms of contamination. HydroCorp was awarded the first 2-year inspection program by City Council on September 21st, 2021, and the amount of $42,528. All commercial and over 100 residential inspections were completed. Attached is a new 2-year proposal from HydroCorp for commercial inspection only in the amount of $10,000.44. Now that the city staff, water plant staff is familiar with the program and MDEQ requirements, water plant staff will begin performing the residential inspections, saving the city $48,456 over a 2-year period. The goal is to complete 358 inspections this year. Could I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve a 2-year contract for commercial cross-connection inspections with HydroCorp, whose address is 5700 Crooks Road in Troy, Michigan, 48098, in the total amount of $10,044.
I'll support.
Comments, questions, or concerns?
I'd like to comment. I think it's fabulous that our municipality jumped in, our water department, gonna save the city almost $50,000. I think that's huge, and kudos to them.
I concur. Anybody else? All right, can I have a roll call, please?
Councilman Carter,
Yes.
Councilwoman Davy,
Yes.
Mayor Gillis,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Martin,
Yes.
Councilman Bembas,
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we're being asked to approve the renewal of fire department insurance. We have an invoice for renewal of the fire department accident and sickness insurance policy. This policy is designed to provide financial security benefits to members should they become injured or ill while performing their duties. Accidents benefits include accidental death, dismemberment, permanent physical impairment, medical expense, family expense, physical assault, loss of life, sickness, cosmetic burn disfigurement, weekly disability, family education, permanent physical impairment education, 24-hour accidental death and dismemberment injury only. This policy is effective February 20th, 2024 through February 20th, 2025. Can I have a motion, please?
I make a motion to approve renewal of the accident and sickness insurance policy for fire department personnel for the period of February 20th, 2022, February 20th, 2023, with VFIS, care of M&T Bank, whose address is P.O. Box 64904, Baltimore, Maryland, in the amount of $1,613.
Support.
Comments, questions, or concerns? Hearing none, could I have a roll call, please?
Councilwoman Davy,
Yes.
Mayor Gillis,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Martin,
Yes.
Councilman Bembas,
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Councilman Carter.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next up, we have accounts payable.
I'll make a motion to approve accounts payable and payroll in the amount of $554,027.37.
Support order.
Comments, questions, or concerns? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Gillis,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Martin,
Yes.
Councilman Bembas,
Yes.
Councilman Blair,
Yes.
Councilman Carter,
Yes.
Councilwoman Davy.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Items from next agenda, Mrs. Gerstenberg?
Thank you, Mayor Gillis. Right now, we have the pickup tournament fireworks permit, but we are still waiting for the special events permit from the Algonac Lions. And may have the adaptive park with Woodside Bible Church.
Okay. Council comments, Councilman Bembas?
Hi, just, first let me apologize, I meant to say it during the manhole, discussion, and I kinda lost my spot on the computer. Do we have a program where we go out and check the manhole covers every so often to make sure no other ones are crumbling?
Mrs. Gerstenberg?
Thank you, Mayor Gillis. Are you talking about the manhole cover that we just?
Yeah, that we
repaired?
repaired.
We just repaired?
Yeah,
Yes, they do check that.
they do, annually, I assume, or?
As best they can,
Yeah,
yes.
cause I assume that's how they caught this one, having a problem. Okay, I just wanted to make sure, and again, I apologize, I should have brought it up then, but again, I lost my space on the computer. Well, I'll start with, about a week ago or so, there was a meeting for small businesses in the community. And Senator Hertel was there, and so was Mayor Gillis and Councilperson Davy, and myself, and even, Bernie Ferris, who's on Algonac Housing, and we all got a chance to talk to Senator Hertel, and my question, like no surprise alike, where's the money for my pool? And, the grant we applied for that we should have known in September, he's hoping we'll know within 2 months, he tells me. So, we are still with our fingers crossed on getting that $1 million funding for that pool. He did say, if we don't get that funding, he's gonna work really hard on putting it on the state of Michigan, in the state of Michigan budget for 2024-2025. So we'll keep everybody updated. I'm frustrated, I'm sure a lot of people are, but it is what it is. had a chance to go to Algonac Lions Meatloaf Bowl, and yours truly came in second place. So you guys missed having a good meatloaf. I think it was rigged. No, seriously, yeah. I'll have to do better next time to get first place. We got the clothing bank every Monday, like I tell you guys. Lots of good clothes. In fact, in a couple weeks, we're gonna start bringing out spring and summer clothes, but if you need winter clothes, come on out there. And finally, I know it's only February, but start getting your cans of food ready because the annual post office food drive will be here before you know it, second Saturday of May. And so sometimes what we do in my house, we start putting cans to the side or a little bit of money to the side to get more cans. Normally we do about 5,000 pounds of food for the food pantry at the Methodist Church. It sounds like a lot, and 5,000 pounds of food is a lot. It lasts them about 2.5 months. That's how fast they go through food in this community, and thank goodness, not just for that food, but for the food boxes, what do you call those?
Blessing box.
Blessing boxes, thank you, that, I know Amy Nielsen is in that a lot, and then Woodside also has their food giveaway, so there's a lot of good people doing a lot of things with that, but keep in mind, May is coming, and, just get ready for me to just bug the heck out of you until then, and, I think that's all I got.
Councilman Blair?
I'm gonna pass tonight, but thanks for everybody for coming out.
Councilman Carter?
Good to see everybody tonight. Enjoy the better weather we've had. I know I've taken a couple walks and it's been nice. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but if you get a chance, get outside for a few minutes and enjoy the weather. That's all I have.
Councilwoman Davy?
Yes. First, I want to share my thoughts and prayers first to, Councilwoman Harris, who lost her son,
Yes.
a few weeks ago, and to Artie Bryson, Supervisor in Clay, and, Jacob Bryson, who is Commissioner, in Marine City, and his wife Becky, who's a very good friend of mine, for the loss of, Dave Bryson, suddenly. So thoughts and prayers to them. I am going to ask my fellow councilman's indulgence for a moment. We have a fire department village coming up, a special assessment district. And every once in a while when I see things on social media, I'll respond to them, making sure that I just put out the information that's there. Because ultimately, we had decided as a council to put this to the voters and let the voters decide on what steps to take to fund the fire department at the level that it is now. I came across a article in the Times Herald, April of last year, and I did not know this, and I think when people are considering and wondering why we're asking for this, I didn't know, but there was a protocol adopted by several St. Clair County fire departments that changed how they would respond to medical emergencies in their municipalities. There's a alphabet list of what the priority calls are. With D&E, I believe, are the serious job. Okay, now, 16 of St. Clair County's fire departments accepted the change to make it to where their fire departments won't respond to calls unless they are categorized under D and E, which are the worst. There were 6 communities in the county who decided not to go that route. In this area, only the city of Algonac and Ira Township will respond to every medical call that comes in. In this area, Ira and the city of Algonac. Algonac's Fire Department is a licensed medical response service. And when you think about, most of us are going to think, oh, well, they want more money, what are they gonna do with us? Yeah, you can think that way, but then you also have to remember, when I make a phone call asking for help for, my daughter who was bleeding and I had to call at 3:30 in the morning. Joe was there like that. When my neighbor's house caught on fire, it was a transformer that blew when a tree came down. And not until smoke was seen from her attic did anybody have a clue that her house was on fire. Joe was there. And we put this to the voters for a reason, to let the taxpayers decide. It's good to have all of the information, and this is a bit of information. People are, you're gonna vote the way you're gonna vote. I'm not telling anybody how they should vote on anything, but this is just a little bit of extra information to maybe, answer some of the things that you'll see on social media. I want to send kudos to the members of this council. Even though we may not agree, we respect one another, we respect each person's opinion, and we do things civilly, respectfully, and professionally because we sit up here. And that is a great thing. There's been times where you see it in other communities where that doesn't happen. You won't see it here. So kudos, gentlemen.
Thank
you. And I'm not even gonna do show the love because, it was good to see, it was great to speak with Senator Hertel. I was able to speak to him after the Q&A was done, and I was able to thank him as a member of the ARC of Michigan's Governmental Affairs Committee. He's put a lot of support into bills before the Senate that are geared towards adults with developmental impairments and those with mental health issues. Good guy, and gave us some really great answers on the pool, on redevelopment ready communities, tying in with what the state had brought in for small businesses. It was a good day, it was very informative.
I like the fact that he took the time to talk to us afterwards.
He did, he was good, and everybody there from the MEDC, it was a very informative meeting, and that's all I got.
All right. Mayor Pro Tem Martin?
I don't know if council is willing, but I have a feeling that there's somebody that came in a little bit, and we had a quick start.
Yes.
And if we are willing, I think it would maybe take 100% of us to say, okay, and let them speak to council.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, I think you gotta make a motion and.
Do we have to make a motion for that?
To have
To reopen the public comment.
To reopen public comment?
After your comments are.
Okay.
I would move to reopen, public comments.
I support.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Did anybody want to speak before the council?
You wanna finish your comments first?
We can finish our comments.
That'll be my comment.
Okay.
Okay.
I will, I don't hear what as has been said, the small business town hall, it was a great bunch of resources for anybody with the SBTA, the MEDC. They are gonna be emailing out the links, so if anybody's interested, sure the three of us will probably have the links when they email it out.
Yeah,
So-
sorry to interrupt, but I think it'd be wise to email the links to everybody in the company.
Yeah, well, but they were gonna email them to everybody who signed in.
I see.
So that's why I'm saying the three of us are gonna get them, we can share it with Denise and give it to the rest of council.
Absolutely.
So, and then if anybody needs them, just, contact one of us, it's a lot of small business lending, it's things like that. I also would like to offer my condolences to the Bryson family during this time, and Councilwoman Harris during her time of loss. I did speak with her today, and she did want me to convey to the city and to the residents that her family has been very much touched by the outpouring of love and support that has came their way, and she wanted me to tell everybody thank you. So that is all I have. Did anybody wish to speak at this podium tonight?
Good evening. So, my name's Andy Mayer. I live at 425 Green Street. I was here last year, regarding the blight on my house, for my about 8 foot of siding. So, we moved forward with it. We got it all straightened out, got our siding done. Got the paperwork here, that it was dismissed in court. And that the city of Algonac should, okay, hang on, let me back up 1 second here. So I was to fix the siding and pay any outstanding, permits or inspections needed. That was the agreement that we made, that I have till February 2nd to pay the city of Algonac, or Algonac shall have a lien against the defendant's property as permitted, and I'd also be fined $500. Okay, not a big deal, but I'm thinking with my wife, I'm like, what fees do we owe? So, we emailed the city, and so the fees that were owed were actually not even our property. The fees and the permit that was owed was the property next to us where they got a roof done. Like, they're trying to bill me for it. So that got thrown out, and so then we email, I think his name's Harry. And, he says in his email, thank you for the filing error. Yes, the building permit BP 210020 belongs to Algonac Church of Christ has been moved. If the applicant wants to replace siding, an open wall inspection is required to verify the window flashing is properly installed per the Michigan Residential Code. So I didn't have to pull a permit because it was repair work. It wasn't a full-fledged takedown, it was repair. And so I asked, I explained in the email, okay, under my understanding or whatever, that I did not need a permit pulled. If you don't need a permit pulled, you don't need to have it inspected. And so I asked, what residential building code is this? What number? And at that point, I got no email, crickets. And then a few weeks ago, get a letter saying that we don't owe the city anything. So I don't know how we go from owing, having this inspection done, because it's $75 for an inspection. But the moment I ask for a code, I don't get it, which, civil service, I ask, you have to tell me which code this is, bottom line. And then the moment I ask, I get nothing. Which, to me, if he receives any sort of kickbacks from these inspections, it is trying to get money where money is not taken. That is attempted extortion. So that's all sorted out. We don't owe the city anything. But then, lo and behold, in the mail, per maintenance code 11-22 prohibited conduct, 302.1, that the exterior property and premises shall be maintained in a clean, safe, and sanitary condition. Along with the image, so there was an old wood stove on the side of my house that has soot that came up the aluminum siding, okay? I pressure washed it, I scrubbed it, it's just stained on the aluminum siding. And it says, clean, safe, and sanitary. It's safe, there's no actual damage, it is clean. I pressure washed and scrubbed this thing, it is sanitary, you can eat off of it. No different than having a dirty pan or something like that, that's got wear and tear on it. So, yet again, we have the city breathing down our necks, which is really getting to me and my wife, because the last time I was up here, I brought to your guys' attention that we have people parking on sidewalks, which is not only against the city code, they should be ticketed every time. You can't park on a city parking, like sidewalk. The fence next to ours is in horrible condition, absolutely horrible condition, and it has been that way since we moved in 3 years ago. There's also a hoop farm temporary structure in our driveway. That's also against the city code. And you guys can see these pictures of what it was the last time I was here, and it still is happening today, that nothing is being done about. And yet, they're able to see this and still yet miss everything around. We are being targeted at this point. Bottom line, we're being targeted, we're being told we owe money, whether, people's accounts are going into the wrong thing. I don't know if it's an administrative issue, but like, I got my business in bachelor's administration. This should not be happening, because you guys probably have loose money floating out there. Or the fact that, saying I have to pay for an inspection when I don't need one, how many people have actually paid it that don't actually need it? And it's taking money from the residents.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
At this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Did you guys have public comments?
I'm good.
That's Joe. I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
I'll support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're adjourned.